на 2 тижні на відпочинок.
They came to the U.S. to tell their stories.
I speak Ukrainian.
Their abduction by Russia, the cruelties they endured before they became the few fortunate Ukrainian children finally returned home to their families. Rostislav Lavrov, who's now 18 years old, said when he repeatedly refused to sing Russia's national anthem, he got 3 weeks of solitary confinement. The humanitarian aid group Save Ukraine managed to bring him and more than 200 other children home, but Ukrainian officials estimate at least 20,000 of their peers are still being held by the Russians.
We must honestly talk about it.
Ukraine's top official tasked with returning them, Dmytro Lubinets, is here in Washington asking for help. What kind of help and support do you need from the United States?
We need assistance for recognizing all activities of Russian Federation as genocide of Ukrainian nation. Genocide as a war crime has 5 elements. One of them is forcibly transferring children from one ethnic group to another. Russians push for Ukrainian children to identify themselves as Russians.
Such a declaration might be interpreted by some as a commitment to direct military intervention. That's why Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee has introduced legislation allowing the president to expand sanctions to any Russians involved in the illegal forced assimilation, adoption, or placement in a foster home of Ukrainian children.
This is the least painful of what America should do. My legislation is to ensure that there are sanctions, real pain that Russia feels by taking these children, and you don't utilize children as a tactic or a tool of war.
Children shouldn't be bargaining chips.
Absolutely should not be bargaining chips. It is really almost bears on torture of the heart.
The longer this goes on, the harder it will be. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Children grow up, and we can't confirm that's exactly these children Ukrainian.
That's especially true of the nearly 50 babies Scripps News was first to report as having been abducted in 2022 from an orphanage in the southern Ukrainian city of Kherson. Their whereabouts remain unknown. Ukraine wants the U.S. to do more to pressure Russia to return them. Jason Bellini, Scripps News, Washington.